Good morning. This is Mary with Mojo Designs, and today is Fabulous Friday. Woohoo! We're going to be creating a card, and I'm going to be using some more paper romance products. And the stamp set that I'm going to be using today is Snow White, and it's by a Craftin' Kimmy stamp, and I love the Craftin' Kimmy stamps and this artist. I think she's totally fabulous. And we're going to keep up with the same theme of clean and simple. And this is more of a challenge to myself. And I wanted to throw out there a little more elements. When you're creating a clean and simple card, you can do you could do anything under the sun, but it's fun to maybe add one rounded corner for a graphic element to draw your eye. So we're just going to kind of play around, and when clean and simple, color is another really important factor. So we're going to start out with stamping the background of this craft cardstock, and I have the little apple from that mini set that you can purchase from Amy's Shop Paper Romance. I'm going to be using some antique linen distress ink and just doing a random pattern. And I love the antique linen on the craft because it acts like a watermark. And I'm actually not being too careful, as you can see. A lot of it's going to be covered up, but I did want to have that little ghost image in the background of the apple, since this is Snow White. I have a piece of cardstock, white cardstock, that is 4.5 by 3 1/4. I'm going to use Tuxedo Memento Black ink. Move this base out of the way. I'm going to turn it sideways. And this, I turn things sideways a lot when I'm drawing, when I'm stamping, when I'm working. For me, that's easier to line things up. I feel like I have a better view. What is this? The scallop edge punch. And when you have a piece that's already cut to size, it's really important that you can look at this little silver line here and line it up so that it's even. So right here on both edges, there's going to be a half of a scallop edge. And I like having that little added element of control so that it's even. Then we're just going to put that along the edge here. And I thought for sure that I would round some corners. At this point, I don't think I'm going to, but remember, that's an element that you can add to your cards, whether you're doing lots of layers or a clean and simple card like this. And sometimes I feel like I'm just cheating when I do a clean and simple card because it's so easy. Just using the grids to help me line up my little scallop edge there. Then, like we did yesterday, I want to add some ribbon to the side. Sparkling aqua seam binding that you can purchase at my Etsy shop. Just want to line that up. Similar to this technique that we used yesterday, I'm just going to tuck my edge in at the top, and then since this is already crinkle ribbon, I'm just going to kind of let it do its thing because it's already crinkly, so I'm not going to try and stretch it too much. I do want it to just kind of bundle and twist a little. It's it's all about your preference, what you like. And then once I get towards the end, I'm going to take that and turn it under and squish all at the same time. There we go. And then that takes care of the ends. And so far I'm loving how that is turning out. I have a Sakura jelly roller. This is the clear star, so it does have some like gold. It's clear, but it does have gold in it. And I'm just going to quickly, without going over the black lines too much, because it's not truly a translucent glitter. It's not truly clear. There is some opacity to it. So it does cover up the and I'm going to move this. What I'm doing, you can do with your Copics, you can do with ballpoint pens, you can do it with any pen, is I'm doing like a feather technique to where I have a lot of the glitter up at the top, and I'm just drawing it down, and I don't know if you can see it at all at the angle. Let me grab a piece of paper and a pen here. Here's a black pen. So what I'm doing is I'm taking it, and the line is thicker at the top, and it's feathering out, and I'm doing these odd lengths with the glitter. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's what I'm doing. So I have my darkest color up at this edge, and it's a feather, but it's not, you know, like with your Copics when you do a feather. I'm going to do it away from me. You see a significance because you press hard and lift up, you know, when you're feathering. It's not as dramatic as that. It's more thick and then a thin because your nib is thin. So anyway, that's what I'm doing with the glitter pen, and I want to leave just a little bit of some white center, because when you're looking at it in real life instead of, you know, on the video, it looks pretty cool. Looks like a gosling or a sheer type organza material. And it's a really great effect to do that with over top of color, because then you'll really see like the feathering effect. I'm just kind of going along with the folds of the fabric that the artist drew. Super easy. I'm going to throw some of this in her hair, on her bow. And as hard as that is for me to say, that's all the coloring that we're going to do, because again, I want this to be a clean and simple card. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to add the pop dots. So I've added my pop dots. Then I take my card base and just apply it to the front. Now I did leave this sentiment free, and that's because this could be a great thinking of you, it could be a great encouragement, and or like happy birthday. So I'm leaving it blank for whenever I actually need a card, and then I'll quickly stamp a sentiment on the inside panel, or I'll just write my message. So here's our Fabulous Friday card. I used some Crafting Kimmy stamps that you can purchase at Paper Romance, and some scrap paper. Kept it very clean and simple again, just to stick with the theme from yesterday. And I really like how it turned out. I used my glitter pen as an accent, and I don't know if you can see that at all, but in real life it is really sparkly, and it feathers, and it reminds me of, you know, a sheer fabric, you know, organza, or, you know, anything sparkly. So thank you for stopping by today. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.